Hey, what's up everybody? Another year, another Mac laptop video. So, this is that MacBook Pro that I've shown and been talking about in a lot of videos for the past half year. Finally got around to doing the vid on it. Kinda put it off for this vid because, you know, this is kind of a classic time to do it. So, as you can see, I'm having a hard time showing this on video because it's pretty damn... I can turn it down all the way and it looks like it's not, so... and I'm trying to fit the frame in, but it's not working so well. Like, it's cutting part of the screen off. And I'm getting a lot of glare from my light above me when I'm trying to do this, so... Say, if I try to back away, let's see what I've got it on. Yeah, man, it's not the easiest vid to do. Let me try something here, guys. Because, like I said, you can see the lights coming in pretty bad. Try something. I'm just gonna fall backwards. This laptop is missing the rubber feet on it. I'll just say that right now. Because they're definitely missing. Okay, let me try something like this. This might not be too bad. Figure, man. It's not easy to do these videos in the dark either, so it's kind of a compromise there. Let's see if I can bring it back. That's probably good enough. Anyway, to show this thing, it's a 2006 17-inch MacBook Pro here. This is going to be a long vid, but this is a 17-inch MacBook Pro 2006. It's the Core 2 Duo version. I will give the specs on here in a minute, but here's what it looks like. Ports and everything. Got the latch on the front of it. IR receiver for the Apple remote. Super drive. MagSafe charger. 2 USBs. Audio in and out. Express card. Webcam I have covered. It should come as no surprise. Kensington lock, another USB port, a FireWire 400 and a FireWire 800, Ethernet and a DVI-I. Dual link port. So that's all the ports. The battery on mine is still good. Well, it's not really that good, but it still does function, and I can get like an hour off of it. A little longer than that, maybe. So anyways, that's pretty much all there is to show on the hardware part of it. Otherwise, let me try to turn on my Mac's brightness down. My iMac brightness. So that way it's not as intense on the vid. It might kind of help. Although it makes it harder for me to preview what I'm doing here. This is a bit of a bitch of a video to make. In terms of specs though, this has a 2.33 gigahertz Core 2 Duo processor, ATI Radeon X1600 graphics card, 256 megabytes of video RAM, 3 gigs of DDR2 RAM, 160 gig hard drive, 5400 RPM I believe it is. I think so. Not much more to it. Pretty much this is just the base. There was only one version of this particular laptop. I just have the RAM upgraded by a gig. That's the only thing that's different on mine than what you'd buy in the store. So mine's in fairly good condition. It's not dented too bad. There's a little ding in the very corner on the super drive, but not bad. Screen's still fairly good. Gets fairly bright. You see my blue slushy when I turn it up all the way. But hopefully the video isn't flipped, man, because I restored my iMac and I don't know if the settings are proper on it yet. I previewed it and it looked good, but we'll see. It's really freaking screwing with me now. Anyway, fuck, I hate doing this crap with this camera, but this is the only way I can do this video. There we go. Okay, this is really a bitch. And it's pretty laggy too. And there you go, lost the focus. I might have to scrap this one and do it with another cam or something, man, because it's pissing me the hell off. Just keeps trying to find focus. Fuck. God damn, if you want to just see me getting pissed, this is this video, man. Get your fucking shit together, camera. Man, at least with my Logitech cam, I can just turn the fucking focus off altogether, as I showed in that one video. I'm probably getting too loud because I'm too close to the thing to try to reach around it. Anyway, the backlight on my keyboard works just fine. Fuck it, I'm turning the damn brightness up so it'll focus on it. Nope, it's not helping. Well, guys, you're just going to have to deal with that because there's no other way I can do this video, really. Yeah, this is the only way I can do this shit, so hope you fucking enjoy it. Let me try to get... What the hell, man? You gotta be kidding me, right? Okay, let me just try taking it off. What's up? I'm trying to put this shit on myself. See what it does. It's not working either! Look at that! Wait, let's watch it. Now the lighting went. I could see that. Now it's working, see that? So it works fine when it's on me, but not whenever it's on this fucking laptop. Because I can't find focus. Like bastard, I wish I could just turn the shit off, but I can't, because I don't think you can even turn it off if you have the stupid software for it. Okay, I think it's good now. If it isn't, too bad. I'm not messing with it anymore. Already wasted a lot of time doing that. Oh, up. Adjusting the brightness did it. Whatever, I'll just keep going. So sorry about that. You can just listen to this video. There's not much to really see. Anyway, programs I got on it here. I got multiple OSs on it, obviously. I have Half-Life 2 on it. I have to reboot into another operating system to show that. I also have Portal on it, which I will show. I believe Portal is still installed. I got Raven Shield, COD 4, Civ 3 Complete, and Civilization 4. Civ 3 Complete here is quite basic. There's a no DVD on this, but you can't update it to a universal binary if you use a no DVD. And this is a pretty rare game to find for the Mac. Wait a what am I seeing in this thing? I'm seeing within, man, but whatever. So it works just fine there, but the menus are like, you can see it's not filling the whole screen, that's what it does. But when you're playing the game, the map fills the whole screen, but any of the like advisor stuff, the menus, they're all tiny like that. Even the game, the replay, as you guys have seen in past videos, that's in the middle of the screen. So that's pretty basic. I have Civ 4 on it here. I believe this is set up to play in this operating system. It should be. I hope it is, man. I think it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Show Beyond the Sword. It is January. Yeah, it's January. This reminds me of 1 January. That's not super far off. Yeah. Speakers on this laptop are really good too. Oh fuck, man, this takes me back. Strike me for it, I don't care. No Mesopotamia on here, man. Earth 1000 AD, my favorite. can't zoom. The Justinian. The Byzantines. Yes, we'll go with them. Difficulty doesn't matter. Yeah, guys, Civilization is awesome. A couple buddies of mine are into this. I don't know if they're watching this video, but if you are, then you're along for the ride, guys. You remember the video that I did of this game where the speakers were all messed up? It was... But you can see here, I don't have my map revealed right now, but it does run this game perfectly fine. There is a little bit of stutter from time to time, and in the later game it's still definitely playable in the later game, but it's a little bit chunky. It also does depend on your map size, but I've played through a full game on here and it was definitely enjoyable, so this computer definitely can handle it. If this video gets a fucking copyright strike, I will dispute it and hopefully it will stay up, because I didn't think about that. Oh, Saladin. I thought I could zoom in this game, but I can't. Runs this game pretty good. The Beyond the Sword leader heads don't lag out. You probably can't see it on the video because the video itself is laggy, but it's not laggy at all here. Unlike my GMA, all of the regular leader heads are fine, but this one would be laggy, so... I don't know who watches these videos, but I got fucking terrified today, and it just reminds me of this. Because apparently something happened the night before I woke up. So, kind of interesting. Anyway, if you guys... I made a scenario on this game that's pretty funny. I might have to show that eventually. I have a version of it that's presentable. I've talked about that before. Anyway, Civilization 4, I'm just fucking with... God, that game takes me back hardcore. Anyway, I love the Mac icon for regular Civ 4. Looks like the icons for Civ 3, which is kind of interesting. Only on Mac. So I had my little moment with Civilization 3. Raven Shield, I did not install Athena Sword on this computer. Shit, I gotta have that thing. Let me do something. Now my focus is gonna get all screwed up. I didn't even have to do that. Whatever. I hope the hell it didn't fuck it up. Raven. I already showed this in a video, actually. I've shown a couple of things on this video. About this computer on video before. I know that the mic's really fucking loud. I'm sorry about that. My Microsoft HD cam has a really sensitive mic. So if I talk in the direction of the mic, man, especially when I'm above it, it just gets really bad. So I'm sorry about that. Not much I can do about it for this video. Unlock all. I'll show your island mistake. I showed this in the video. I did a comparison between this and my 15-inch PowerBook, and I showed them playing this game, and I'm pretty sure this was the map it was on, at least one of the maps it was on. This is nice and smooth. All of these videos are nice and smooth, which they aren't on Windows for me. I've played this on a lot of computers. If you go back, watch my uploads from late 2017, early 2018, and I guess even since then, you'll hear about some of my experiences with this game. This thing, there is a bit of lag. This is running at 1680 by 1050, which is the screen resolution. There is definitely some lag. this game runs worse on an Intel. Like if this were a 17-inch PowerBook, like the last or even the early 2005 17-inch PowerBooks, this game would be running flawlessly. But because it's not a universe, and there's a glitch there. I don't know what that's about. But if this were universal binary, it would run perfectly, but it's not, so it doesn't run too well under Intel. So pretty much whatever machine you play it on, it's not going to be too great. It plays decently on my 20-inch iMac that's a 2008 with a 2400 graphics card. It's acceptable on that machine. That's the only Intel machine that I've gotten it to work even half-ass on. Or not, well, not half-ass, good on. It works perfectly fine on my Windows computer that has a GMA 950, my Dell Latitude D620. Runs it just fine, and my Windows 7 computer runs it great. My NDA computer. So this is about as good as it's going to get for 2006 Intel computers running this game. They're all bottlenecked by the fact that they're Intel computers. So like, you can probably play the game. It is just kind of chunky outdoors, man. Don't know what else to say about it other than that. Forget this. So you can play it, but grenade dropped on the floor there. Yeah, like even in here it's a little laggy. So it is pretty cool to have a 17-inch laptop. The 17-inch widescreen is really cool. I would probably not like a 17-inch laptop that's like a... They have those 17.3-inch 16:9 ones. That's just they're too short. They're not tall enough. Already getting hit. Run. Okay. Yeah, we got that. Damn. I'm gonna get hit. Shit, one of my guys got hit too. The airport. When glass breaks, it lags, but 2003. Strike me for it, because I have gotten a copyright strike for the airport music before. Isn't this fantastic, though? Oh, shit.
Mission failed. Your team was wiped out.
Yes, it was. So I don't need to show much more of that. Just know that it runs meh. It isn't the best, but you can play it. I like to play this game on my white iMac, my 2006 20-inch iMac. It took me so long to figure out how to play that game on a Mac, because I couldn't figure out how to make the DM or the toast file work. I have SMC fan control because this thing does get quite hot without a program like that, because the fans never rev up. So anyway, there's not much more to show on Tiger here. It's just the classic. I do have front row on it, which I'll show here. It's going to do that thing where it says the remote needs a new battery, but it definitely does work. Cool there. Oh wait. Alright. So that's Tiger. That's all you need to know for Tiger. And I will restart the computer into another OS, which is going to be Snow Leopard. I tried to install Windows on this, but it didn't work out. I thought that if I had 2 partitions of Mac OS X, I could manually create a 3rd partition to install Windows on, but it failed. It failed epically. I did get Windows on my Mac Mini. I got Windows on my Core Duo MacBook, and I got Windows on my 24-inch iMac, as you guys have seen in the videos. I didn't show Mac Mini on Windows in a video, but one odd thing that I've noticed is that all 3 of those Macs that I mentioned that I installed Windows on, none of them the Wi-Fi works, which is really odd. Like, it sees, the thing that's really fun is it sees the networks. Like, I can see my home network, the one that I have all my computers on. I can see it. I can type the password for it, and then it fails, and it says that it can't connect. Okay, let me see something here, guys. I'm gonna try something here, guys. Because I don't know what the fuck's on this thing. Yeah, let me just take it down. Not everything needs to be on YouTube. I do use this computer for other stuff than just old software. This is one of my main computers now. Especially with what I've done to it, guys. I'm going to show you something pretty cool here that I found. Okay, here we go. Let me trash one of these things, and then let me put away the other one. There's not much in the way of art. Oh yeah, that has to do with another thing. I'll show some stuff here, guys. Okay, here we are. Of course, it's going in and out of focus even then. I really hope, if the video's flipped, I'm probably just going to upload it anyway, to be honest. So here's OS X Snow Leopard. This is the latest version of OS X Snow Leopard, 10.6.8. Unfortunately, about a year ago, the web on this started to become unbearable. All the browsers are just too old. It's really bad, so I've moved on from Snow Leopard. I'm using Vectrex on my iMac right now, and it works pretty well. I also got Sierra on it. In terms of software I got in here, I do have a bunch of other web browsers here that I tried that weren't so great. Got Firefox, my trusty one. Nightly, which is Firefox 52, I believe. Spiderweb, which I'm not entirely sure what that was, but it has the Opera logo, which I don't get. And that's a new Opera logo. That's like the brand new one, I think. I have wine on here because I'm going to show something pretty cool. It's starting to get kind of hot in here, so I'm going to switch my heater out for my fan. I have to do so manually now. Take a drink too because my voice is getting tired. My voice is getting tired. Whatever. Say the screen on this MacBook Pro is pretty good. I mentioned in my video that I did on it, comparing it to my PowerBook, that it's a bit like yellowish brown kind of tint. Other than that, though, I'm pretty pleased with the display. It's definitely a usable display. It's not going to be an IPS Retina display or anything like that, but it's doable. So, shit, I got coconut battery on it. which shows my battery's not that good. Wine, I have to look in here and do something real quick. Audio Surf, there we go. Yep, Audio Surf. I have shown this on a number of other Macs. And then it will come up asking me where I want to run it. Which I don't want to use that one or it will destroy it. It might actually be... That might impede what I'm trying to show on video. One of the games that I have gets messed up pretty easily because it's a pretty fragile thing. You might have even seen it right there, but you can't read shit on this fucking thing, so probably not. Alright, it's going to take a little bit to come up because Wine has to load in here. Yeah, I'm a fan of this laptop. It's pretty damn cool overall. And I would recommend this one if you're looking for a pre-unibody MacBook Pro. If you're going to go with one that's before 2008, the late unibody one, I would go with the 2006 Core 2 Duo, because by then they had ironed out most of the problems. And you don't have as many problems with GPU failure, but they definitely still can fail. It happens, man. It really does on these ones. So I do recommend running your fans pretty high on it when you're using it. It never fucking came up, did it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I would recommend this. And the 17-inch is pretty nice, man, but they can go for a bit more than they're worth. I got this for like $80 or so. I forget exactly how much I got it for, which is even a bit too much. Okay. This game is slightly glitched on this graphics card. See that? Oh yeah. This game is awesome, guys. It really is. But anyway, it's a bit broken here. It's only on the menu, so the game plays perfectly fine, as I'll show. But the like normally you'd be seeing right now, you'd be seeing these three colors, the green, the orange, and the blue, kind of expanding out from the center in like a gradient. But you're just seeing like gray blocks on a black background. I don't know why it does that. And it's not, I don't think it's that my GPU is failing, because I have a 20-inch iMac that has the same GPU and it does the same thing. Also, my 24-inch iMac of the same year does it, so it's some weird thing here, but... Mono Pro. My settings are max res, enhanced graphic detail, no anti-aliasing. This game is just freaking killer, dude. I'll show the circuit breakdown. It's just a cool game. This is late 2000s. Cool stuff. One thing that I notice, and I think it's just due to the fact that it's running under Wine, if I adjust my volume, it makes the game lag, because I think the overlay makes it lag. But other than that, it runs great. Totally playable. On my Windows computer, this game runs at like 150 FPS. This probably runs at like 50. But it's not laggy or anything, so. Very cool game, and I'll show that. Yeah, now it's getting quite sluggish because my volume adjustments, but music in this game is really cool. Just, it's a neat game. If you're into music and you're into games, it's an aesthetic. Really is an aesthetic game. Of course, my Mac fucking locked itself. Let me see something here, guys. Try something. Hopefully that didn't fucking end my video. It didn't. Although if I would have clicked enter, it would have ended the video. Just bullshit. As you can see, I got it going there. Alright, I'm going to try to get that back at a decent angle. Yeah, see that? Man, this is one of those games that you just gotta check out. It is really cool. If you're into late 2000s stuff like I am, yeah, this game is really, really cool. Audio Surf 2 is not nearly as aesthetic as this one is. It's just one of those games that I think is art. Looks like shit. No! I hit a fucking... I know that was really loud, guys. And my board isn't clear at the end either because of that gray. Oh, it just about broke too.
Every song has its own high scoreboard. Here are the top internet scores for this song. Want to compete? Log in.
Just check this game out. Oh, I didn't mean to quit it completely, but I was pretty much done anyway. Yeah, that's just really good stuff right there. Speaking of wine, I have shown this before in other videos on other computers. I don't know if it's gonna work because it gets fucked up easily. But I have Oblivion on it, a cider wrapper of Oblivion. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Because what happens is, like, if you open another program using the file for this game, it will not work anymore. You have to recreate it. No, it's working, it looks like. Alright. So I made a couple videos showing this off. Oh shit, yeah. There's something that you can do in this game to enable HDR, because it's disabled and you can't enable it on a lot of hardware for some reason. There's a bug about that, where you have to replace one of the shader packages, and it actually makes the game run better overall. But it gives you like black skies if you don't have HDR on afterwards, so it has some caveats. And on this computer, it does make it run better, I think, but it also destroys the game in a lot of ways here. So here I am. My settings for this game are max settings. Other than res is 1024 by 640. Other than that, it's max settings. Also, guys, I tried, I made that video showing my 24-inch iMac playing Half-Life 2. I tried Oblivion on it, and it was pretty poor, which I was disappointed by. I thought, man, a 7600 GT, I thought it would run this game well, but it didn't. Even at low res like this. I was really upset by that one, but cool game. You can see the fucking hair is disappearing. Yeah, let's talk to her.
What do you want?
Look at the hair. A lot of stuff is glitched, and if you can see it in the trees too, I think I can zoom in this game. Nope. But
Hey.
it's really glitchy.
Farewell.
A lot of this stuff's glitched because of the HDR. But without this HDR thing, the game is really fucking laggy. I mean, it's not even great here, but... And then the water. You get this weird shit going on in the water, and the plants are all fucked up. It just looks like they're swaying in the breeze here, but you should be able to see how messed up that looks, man, and it's in the trees too. There's a lot of that stuff's messed up. Other than that, it looks good, and then it runs. It really depends on what your definition of playable is. But it can be pretty bad out here. It actually looks pretty smooth on this video. Oh, now not so much. But yeah, so the graphics are all screwed, and it doesn't run that great either. I wouldn't expect it to be much better on Windows, and they want me.
Then.
So I can fight with them. Holy shit, a lot of them came out. Like when I'm faced over here, man, it runs great. Hey, at least this laptop runs the game when my Latitude wouldn't even run it. So even with all of its drawbacks, at least you can have a bit of fun in Oblivion on this laptop. So if you really want to dick around, you can do so, but this is probably not enough to play the game the whole way through. It's just not acceptable for that, but...
That's the best you can do.
Boom. It would appear to me... Yes. It might just not be doing it in this video, but I don't remember it doing it. I don't believe that on this computer... you see, when I look away, it gets laggy. Now let me see something, if I can tighten up my... But I don't believe that on this computer it does that thing where it, if I turn off HDR, I have to restart the game. View distance, where are you at? Distant land, turn that off. The game looks horrible with it, in my opinion. Wow, even that didn't do much. It would probably help outdoors, but... Anyway, I think I didn't even end up saying it, but if you guys remember, I did a video showing this on a 2006 iMac, and the sound would get cut out when it changed the music, so you just lose your sound until you got into combat or the track changed again. It doesn't seem to do that on this computer, which I would have expected it to, because the hardware is almost identical. But yeah, so Oblivion, San Andreas. If Nerti Laquendo and Unjuego are watching this far into the video, comment, guys. A little bit of a bug here. The logos are just white, but it does play fine. San Andreas is an awesome game. Guys, if somebody can help me out with this, I don't know what my problem is. I'm trying to wipe the dust away for some reason, whatever. I don't know what my problem I'm having is, but this is the trans gaming version. But no matter what I do, I cannot get Sam to work with Wine. it just starts up regular San Andreas. I can't get SAM to work at all. Whenever I connect to a server, it just goes into single player. But the thing that you got to do in this game, guys, I'm going to do a whole video on this, I think, because people need to know about this. To make this game run well, visual FX quality, low. Turn it all the way down, and turn off the frame limiter. I can then turn up the resolution as much as I want. That is what kills your performance in this game, is the visual FX quality.
Recommend we go to Barbados.
It's a bit of a bug in this game that it does that, but it does for some reason. The visual FX quality only, yeah, and it's
Thanks,
running.
man. Appreciate
It's
that.
running awesome here. Let me turn on, like, it's not going to show on the video because the video itself looks laggy. If I turn my visual FX quality up, and by the way, it doesn't make a difference what it's at. And now it's all laggy. Yeah, it's very, very choppy when I turn towards that road. And the only thing that... Wait, let me look at something here. Like, there's grass. If you see the grass there. You probably can't see the grass, but there's grass in this field. Let me drive closer to the field. You can see there's some grass around me. It's not that easy to see. If you turn your visual quality down to low, then that grass is not there. And then also there's not, the shadows aren't that complex. That's the only difference really, is shadows and a couple other small effects and grass. It doesn't change the quality of the textures or the character models or anything. But it makes a huge difference on performance. Especially in like wooded areas, like if you go to Shady Creeks. There still is some grass, like shrubs and whatnot is still there, but not small grass. So honestly, the game doesn't look that much worse on low visual quality. And your performance boost is incredible. And it's just completely bugged out. Even if you have it on medium, it'll be just as laggy as on very high. So just turn it off altogether. I will do a video on that, I think, just talking about that. But so San Andreas runs fine when you change those settings. It runs perfectly. Totally playable. I have Photoshop CS4 on it. So there you go. What else do I got in the way of games, man? That's it for this partition. But I have stuff on the other partition I mentioned earlier. It does warm up doing gaming. Here we go. Half-Life 2. I already showed this in a video, so no reason to show it again. But I'll show Portal. Kind of interesting here. I did say the video was going to be long. But yeah, I just got to get through this and then a couple other games and then one more thing at the end. My settings, 1680, my max res. This is max settings. Test chamber 13 will do. Portal is an excellent video game. it's kind of chunky. You can see there's some lag.
Of both portals, this next
But all you got to do, honestly, to get the performance to go good, turn it down to 1280 by 800.
very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with Vectrex salve and adrenaline.
Oh, the portal effects are kind of laggy too, actually. I haven't played Portal in a long time. I'm sure you could adjust the settings to make this game work well. But I'm not going to mess with it too much on this video. Yeah, Portal. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. If you tweak the settings, I'm sure you can get it to work good, but... Then Half-Life 2, it shows that I have Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and 2, but I don't. I deleted them. I didn't even try them. I tried Team Fortress 2, a port of it from 2010, but it didn't work. It might just be because my wine drivers don't support it, but... Call of Duty 4. This is the actual game. The non-Steam version, the one that came on the disc, which I do have. I did get this off of fucking Pirate Bay. I don't give a shit, because guess what? I got gypped. Show Your Detective Games. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. I have it for the Mac. I bought it brand new. It was still in its wrapping. My disc is scratched up because I tried to use it to eject another disc from a disk drive because I wasn't afraid of losing it because it doesn't work anyway. But I have the damn game. But you can find this online. Look up fucking Mac Rumors Call of Duty 4 ask for shit. The first batch of this game that they sold was defective, so you can never enter a serial number, so you can never play the game. And I have one of the defective ones. So, I had to get it off a fucking Pirate Bay. So I don't care if it's illegal or not. It's morally just. I don't give a shit. Anyway, what are my settings on this game? 1152 by 720. Specular map and depth of field are off. Glow is on. Dynamic lights are off. Soft smoke is off. Ragdoll's on. Bullet impact. Model and water are normal. I can't zoom for fucking cheat. I thought I could zoom in this game. Whatever. Just started up with the settings that I have. Crossfire. There's a classic video that was done on this map in 2008. Some of you guys might know about that video. Back in the very good times of gaming and YouTube and the world. So. All of them have desert or forest chem or whatever the fuck. I don't have my beast set up. I only do just walk around. So these are pretty high settings other than the resolution, and it's running pretty nice here. For some reason, one time that I played this on here, the cars were all screwed up. They were like black, but now they show just fine. And it seems to run this game really nice here. And these are pretty much high settings other than a few of the like eye candy things, but the actual textures, all that stuff, models, all of it's on highest that it can go, pretty much. Just that the resolution is tuned down. So, pretty cool, man. This is a really nice laptop. I'm a big fan of this thing. Definitely pleased with my... This is one of the very few computers that this is the only... I'd say this is the only computer in 2020 that I bought that I was pleased with. One of the only items that I bought in 2020 that I was pleased with. There's a couple other ones, and I'll show some of those in my pickups video here within the next week or so. The old glitch. But yeah, it runs this... It seems to be running pretty good. I don't even remember it running this well on this computer, but yeah. It does get burning hot after a while of playing this game. Yeah, let's do SVR Pez bots, because this is what I actually play with, because I don't play this game online. We'll just do 5 Pez bots, so it's a 3v3. The Pez bots do lag the game a bit, but yeah, I'm gonna get destroyed. It's kind of hard to play on this trackpad, man. Got 2 kills there. It's a bit laggy, but not horrible. You could play it like this if you wanted to. Like I say, all this depends on what your tolerance level is for lag and stuff in games. Turn it down a little bit. It all depends on what your tolerance level is for lag in games, but this is, I'd say, playable. Overall, it's playable. Yeah, this is hard to play on a trackpad, though. I'd recommend using a mouse. Get a USB mouse or whatever and play it that way, but... I don't know, guys. To me, it's really cool to run this game on this computer. It's era appropriate, and it's a neat throwback to that time, but I'm playing like shit here because I can't play with this trackpad very well. But yeah, look at me go. Oh, getting a little bit of shots off. Okay. And let me add 6 more bots. So that way it's a regular game. And now it definitely is more laggy. But it's actually still not that bad. The game feels a little bit more jittery when you add more bots, which is weird. It's not like it's laggy per se on the frame rate, it's just jittery. And it's not like a stutter, like where the frames kind of drop and then immediately come back up. It's just like jittery. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but you'd have to see it in person to know what I'm talking about, but it's kind of weird. But, say man, it depends on your tolerance level for lag. I'll show a couple other maps here. I'll do District. I'm actually impressed with this playing it, dude. I don't remember it playing this well on this computer, but yeah, man, I really do like this computer, guys. Just go P90 so I can do fire from the hip. This map doesn't run as well because there's more foliage and trees and whatnot going on, but there's like a bit of a fog effect. But it's not bad. Not bad like this. I'm sure when I add the bots it'll get to where it is kind of bad, but this is not horrible. It's one of those things where you get on, you play a match or two, and then you're done. Not bad. Really not bad. I'm quite impressed with it. And the game looks acceptable here. I'll do my 5 bots like I did last time, man. The jitter is there. It definitely is now. Throwing C4 is like impossible to do. Oh! Guys, you don't realize how difficult that kill actually is with this. But yeah. Not too bad. Let me just throw it right up to 6. Or 12 rather. Yeah, I'd say you can play this game on here. Not bad. Really not bad.
Enemy UAV is airborne. Our UAV is online.
Okay. And then I'll show 2 more maps. I'll show Vacant. I don't have the map pack installed. You can get it for free online for the Mac. There's a free update that the updater seems broken to me. It doesn't actually work. You can't do like the installer, but you can manually rip the files out of the installer, just like do show package contents, and you can rip it out and manually install the files. It's not too hard. I might do a video on that as well. I'm just gonna go full on with the bots. Just add them all.
No prisoners, comrades.
Man, I am impressed. I'm really impressed. Oh yeah, I'm impressed. There is definitely some jitter going on, but
We've taken the lead. Our UAV is online.
it's pretty cool.
We've lost the lead.
Say man, compared to my Latitude, my Dell Latitude G620 on gaming performance, this thing just blows it out of the water.
Our UAV is online.
A lot of these games won't even start on my Latitude, man. I can't play COD 4, I can't play Oblivion. Half-Life 2 works half-assed.
Enemy UAV is
Well, it does on here too. If you ran it under Windows, though, it would be just buttery smooth. If this computer were running Windows, these games would just run flawlessly. I know they would. Other than Oblivion, that would be a little bit better, but not by a whole hell of a lot. But hey, you can play it. And I'm sure there's a lot of other games that I haven't tried on here that would run excellent. Anything that runs well on a GMA would definitely run well on this, man, that's for sure. But yeah. Now for the map that brings it down the most. From my testing anyway, this map brings it down the most. I'm sorry that I'm blowing on the mic. Overgrown, just due to all the foliage. Creek map. Creek map tips if you're watching this video. What's up? The Creek map is kind of similar, but it's not as bad as this one if I remember correctly. Creek map's actually a pretty goddamn good map.
Team deathmatch.
And so is this.
Take no prisoners, comrades.
Yeah, it's definitely noticeable lag. This one runs pretty poor, but we do the 11 Pez bots. I mean, you could get around in probably, but it's not as enjoyable. You're gonna get a little bit frustrated by the lag. Oh shit. It's hard to play like this, but man, it's okay. It depends on what part of the map you're in, really. So, yeah. Gotta say, I'm surprised. I am surprised by how well it runs. So that's COD 4. I'm not gonna do the single player because I'm already an hour into this video. Now I'm an hour into the video. So that's Call of Duty 4. I already showed all these other games. That's pretty much all there is in the way of just that kind of stuff. There is other stuff that I could install on here, and there are other things that are pretty cool that I could install on here, but I have yet to do so. I'm kind of getting low on hard drive space. That's the only thing, man. I'm probably going to keep this hard drive in it till it starts to crap out, but when the hard drive craps out, if that is the first thing to go on this computer, because I don't know what to expect in terms of longevity, man, but if the hard drive goes and everything else works, I'm going to slap in like a 500 gig SSD or something like that, and then this thing will really be good. So, but there is one more thing to show. And this is pretty cool. Got tipped off to this. Some people had posted about this and I found it. Like I said, Snow Leopard's not usable with the web, but what is? Staying within the confines of OS X. Or OS X, as they seem to want to call it at the time. We're getting close to the end of the video, guys. Focusing in and out. It's back. I don't know how long, if it's been doing that for the whole video or not, to be honest with you. Holy shit, you can't see anything. It's really bad. I gotta enter my password, but you can tell. If you know stuff about Macs, you can already tell what I'm doing. Installed OS X Mavericks on it. There is a... I'm so tired, I'm just going to throw this video up and leave it on the basic details. I'm not going to go fetch the link, but I might put a link in a comment to how to do this. This will work on any 2006 Mac that has ATI graphics. No 24-inch iMacs with NVIDIA. No Mac Minis or MacBooks or iMacs with GMA. No Mac Pros that have NVIDIA cards. Only ATI cards work with this. But if you don't believe me, I'm not going to show my serial number on this thing, but 2.33 gigahertz Intel Core 2 Duo 3 gigs of RAM, and there you go. I do have iBooks and maps. Open up maps. And where will we show up on maps? Where will it take us? The city. I don't think you can see that, but the city. But yeah, it's full install of OS X Mavericks with graphics acceleration. Everything works. Show Launchpad here. Working fine. And you can get the newest version of Firefox. Well, not the newest version of Firefox. You can get the most current Firefox ESR. Extended Support Release. So you're pretty up to date. You can get a fairly up-to-date version of Chrome, and there's some other browsers for it. But it works pretty well on the web here. It isn't nearly as smooth as my 2010 iMac that I got sitting up here, but it's pretty nice, actually. With an SSD, it would be pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool, man. So this is the OS that you use for web browsing on this thing. And a couple other modern apps. Like I could get Victoria 2 on here with this. You can also run Mountain Lion unofficially, and that one works 100%. There are some slight caveats with this, like for example, if you zoom in on it, if you minimize an app, oh shit, that didn't minimize an app. Guys, I don't minimize apps. I never minimize apps. So, does this app do it? No, it doesn't. Let me try another app. You can see when it is, man. Because YouTube will probably set the fucking upload date of this video to December 31st, 2020. With my luck. You see that? How it goes to like those yellow lines? If you minimize an app, certain apps that you minimize will do that. But I never minimize apps. I hide them. And then you can find them later. So. Yeah. There's a couple of other minor issues, but nothing too major. It definitely is usable. He says that photo booth lags, but only in full screen does it seem to lag for me. I've recorded a couple test videos with my live cam here in photo booth, and it seemed to work just fine for me. So I don't know if it's just in full screen or what, man, but it worked fine for me. Then I have one more cool thing on here. I'm going to do a whole video on this. I'm just telling you now. I'm going to do a whole video showing this application because I want to spread awareness of this because it's pretty freaking cool. A lot of people might not know about this application. What I have here is an emulator for the Vectrex. If you guys are into retro gaming, you'll know about the Vectrex. Pretty freaking cool system. I would love to get my hands on one, but they are so damn expensive, and can't find one in the wild. But start this up here. Just loads in the built-in game here, Mindstorm. So it'll do that here. I do have another number of ROMs for this. I'm not going to show them in this video because I'm trying to get done with this as quickly as possible. I went out of focus of the window. But anyway, I forget what my control scheme is, but I gotta say, it's called Vectrex, V-E-C-X. It works pretty well. The sound emulation, only some sounds come in. Only certain sounds come in. Like the sound when the ship's coming in comes in fine. The little jingle when you load up your game works fine, but a lot of the in-game sounds, at least for this game, don't work. I will do a more in-depth video on this showing it playing a bunch of different games. But yeah, pretty neat to have a Vectrex emulator, because this is one of those consoles to where I don't know if they ever made any collections for this, for any modern systems or not. So pretty neat to have an emulator on it. But this is available for Windows 2, but I don't believe it has any sound whatsoever. So best on OS 10 here. Like I said, I'll do a little vid on it, but yeah, pretty cool, man. Vectrex emulator. If I ever get a Vectrex, guys, I am gonna be so happy. It will definitely be in a pickup vid, but yeah, so I'll do a whole video on that. But yeah, so that's my 17-inch MacBook Pro here. Pretty cool computer. I like this thing a lot, like I've been saying throughout the video. It is really neat. One of my better computer pickups in a while. I like my 20-inch 2006 iMac, but it wasn't a fabulous deal. But it's good. It's good. And then this guy, my $50 iMac, pretty damn good on that one, even if the hard drive died on it. The internal. $50 for one of those is not bad at all. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for this video. Happy New Year, everybody. 2020 is over. 2021 begins. Don't expect it to be much different. That's all I'll say. I might do a video on this, but don't expect it to be much better. So, but it is a different year. I guess that's something. So, yep. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I will try to have more videos out this year. I did make it to over 100 videos for 2020, but just barely. So hopefully I get a little bit more out this year. It just depends. So, Happy New Year, everybody, and I will catch you guys later.